Hey, what's up, guys? Alexander here, Dash Astrologist. We're going to be talking about the month of Cancer, and it's really interesting because Cancer is a cardinal sign, which means that it's a season starter. So the beginning of Cancer marks the beginning of summer. We've just finished spring, and now we begin with summer, which is the whole season of summer is ruled by fire. So it's really hot. There's a lot of light in the northern hemisphere. It's really about. It's very difficult having all this fire and light of transformation sometimes. That we just maybe want to take a break. That's why maybe there's a lot of holidays and vacations. But the truth is, we really don't have. There is no such thing as a break from spirituality. So we need to be really careful in these months because we see a lot. There's a lot of light shining. There's a lot of opportunity for transformation. And like every month, every zodiac month, there's three different parts. Now, Cancer is a water sign, and the season of summer is fire. So Cancer is beginning summer, with the first part being from around June 20th to July 1st. And this is ruled by the Two of Cups. And here this is about reciprocation, empathy, exchanging feelings, exchanging ideas. It's really about union. The month of Cancer is really about healing. This is the month of healing in the zodiac. And we have the caduceus. We see this here in the tarot, that it represents the healing. And here we have also the fusion with the two snakes of yin and yang coming together. So we want to really be focused on healing, doing whatever it is that we need to heal. I offer Dash healing sessions to seal current points, weak areas. You can check it out on my website in the description below. But the focus is really about healing. During the month of Cancer, we heal. It is here in the tarot that we have this symbol that we use in the everyday world, in pharmacies, on ambulances, on medicine, that it's really all about healing. And it's no coincidence that the month of Cancer has the same name as the disease cancer. So it's about overcoming this disease from the spiritual perspective, really overcoming it and finding the way that we can activate that healing. So we all have, the sign Cancer in our chart somewhere. And we want to really be proactive with that healing during this month. And if you want more information about the sign Cancer and the zodiac and the archetype, we have lots of articles in Essential Mail. You can subscribe in getting access to these teachings, and I will put the link in the description for that as well. So Cancer can be very clingy, it can be very moody, and the thing is that we need to be careful of codependent relationships, not having codependence in our relationships. What does this mean? Well, it means having independence so that you can actually unite with one another. You can really only be in a relationship or unite with, yin and yang if it's individual, meaning that it's not living for the other person or living because of the other person or giving up things. There's no bargain. It's about union. In Gemini, we worked on really letting go of identities that were keeping us from this, and now we're seeing, where are we with that? Where are we? So it's really about having a chance to reflect in case that we're not able to reciprocate. Then we're reflecting, how can I reciprocate the feelings and the emotions that are there? So it's really a good opportunity every time of year to overcome codependence, to first have independence and then enter into relationship. So this is what's highlighting, and it can be in family, it can be in work, it can be anywhere. Cancer rules family and home and emotions and all that. So it's generally around there, like when we have summer holidays, so we're seeing home and family, and so a lot of codependent issues can be coming up there. We just need to calm down, not get all worked up, and realize, okay, this is Cancer energy, and not buy into the hype, and just really realize, where am I not being independent, and where am I trying to make something work where it's just not happening. Okay, so you have to ask yourself that. And in this, the new moon of Cancer is on June 24th, and this is the new moon of Cancer, and it's in the Two of Cups, so it's really highlighting this theme very much. So it's really the message that the cosmos is telling us, teaching us year after year, is that one cannot be codependent and have healing, that codependence actually interrupts this caduceus flow of energy of healing. And with this new moon that we're having, that's on this part of the Two of Cups, that we need to really realize that independence is then most important, and then sharing is then how we activate healing, not by being codependent. When we are codependent, we interrupt the healing process, no matter if it's in business or in love or in our relationships, whatever. It can be in any area we can use healing. So this is what this new moon wants us to focus on, that codependence interrupts the healing process, that caduceus flow of energy, and that it's also that we want to be independent, and then once we are able to activate that healing, we want to share it with others, and then we really can bring down the healing energy. And we know that when we're trying to heal from something, we cannot really, push ourselves and work, and we have to heal and save up our energy in a way so that we can recover, that we can build up energy, not waste it on the same ego type of things. We want to really utilize and harness and really use the timing of the year to draw down that healing energy, no matter where we need it, in our business, in our home, in our relationship, about fusing yin and yang, about really bringing together, really finding this harmony within ourselves and within others. Like Cancer is about uniting these opposites and then creating this third powerful energy of healing, as displayed in this Two of Cups here. And this is where the new moon is, so it's the new moon of healing. So we have to be very careful, because if we are codependent, we stop healing. You cannot have healing and be codependent at the same time. It completely interrupts this fusion energy that brings down healing. This is what the time we can receive, or when we want to receive the ability to exchange with others, to really have this intimacy with others, and really be able to share our emotions and share our inner side, and really not have this like protective crab shell, and those who we want to be intimate with, that we can share ourselves with them. So this is the new moon then. Now the second part of Cancer is from July 1st until about July 10th, and this is ruled by the Three of Cups, and this is very jolly, very celebratory. There's lots of liberation energy here. It's really about pleasure and fulfillment and being happy, not drinking too much. This is 4th of July. It's the birthday of the United States. It's falling within this section of Cancer, so you don't want to get too rowdy. But rest and restoration and celebrating and really coming together, this friendship, and really just enjoying those who you can be not codependent with. So this is what this is about. And we have the full moon on July 9th, which is actually my birthday. So we want to, on this day, this is happening on July 9th, and we want to be very reflective and on this day, and you can use the Cancer essential oil blend. So I wish you all a wonderful time wherever you are, and really having celebration and being in that positive energy, this nurturing positive energy of Cancer. And in the third part of Cancer is from about July 10th to July 20th, and this is ruled by the Four of Cups. Now, so this is really about contemplation. It's also about being dissatisfied, not receiving what's being given to us, maybe having too much of what it is. Cancers can hold on to things. You see that there's 3 cups there, holding on to them too much, not letting the new come, being a bit nostalgic sometimes, if you will. So it's really about seeing what is it that we need to either let go of to receive new, or to really appreciate what we have so that we can keep receiving. this is the challenge during that time. We don't want to be ungrateful. This is where we end up when we are codependent on the bad side. On the good side, we see that the universe wants to keep giving us what we want, and it just keeps coming. Even if we have, what we think we want and what we have, or if we're dissatisfied with it, we keep receiving more. So it's really about being grateful and overcoming that part of being like stubborn or being lazy and not wanting to get up. Another good part, it could be like, this is like representing in a way like the Buddha under the Bodhi tree, not being tempted by certain seductions and indulgence. Like in the Three of Cups, it could be indulging. So we want to be very consciously focused on, conscious about not indulging too much and then having too much that we don't even know what to do with it. And it's also interesting because the moon is the planet that rules Cancer. It's the only the Cancer is the only sign that the moon rules, and the moon is so fast. It's changing all the time, by the hour even. So this can make Cancer very moody, but it can also put it in touch with every single sign. It touches base with every sign throughout the month. So it really has this powerful ability to really, come into contact with, all the other signs and see how is everybody going. We all have this within us, depending on where Cancer is in our chart. So if you want, you can book a session with me and we can look more deeply. Where is Cancer in your chart? How is this manifesting? What is this telling us? What are the emotions that are being challenged? What do we need to restrain from? What is it that we need to nurture more? So I really just keep this in mind, that the moon is constantly changing, and this has a direct effect on the sign Cancer, which is why it can be so moody sometimes, and something that we all need to overcome, and we will definitely feel this during the month of Cancer. And something else that's really interesting is that the moon, we know, is having an effect on the water of the earth. The water is in our body, the water of the ocean, and Cancer is, the domain is really at the beach, at the ocean, where the water meets the earth, and the ebb and flow. So if we feel that we are having this kind of ebb and flow with other people or within ourselves, just know that this is ruled by the month of Cancer, and it's something that we need to be aware of. And we also want to make sure that we're drinking enough water. Cancer, as I said, is a water sign. It's about purification. It's very important that we drink enough water during the summer, during the heat, during the light, so that we can stay fluid, that we can stay changing, that anything that we take on, any kind of negative emotions, we can also wash them away by flushing them out, drinking enough water, drinking enough still water, so that we can stay pure, that we can stay cleansing, so that if we maybe take stuff on, that we can just wash it out, that we don't get dirty, we don't get contaminated in that way. So staying replenished, staying hydrated, all very important things during the month of Cancer. So drink enough still water. So it's really interesting because Cancer, the whole month of Cancer is really about the archetype. It's really about uniting opposites, as we see in the Two of Cups, and then celebrating that, and then really attracting more. So it's about uniting opposites, overcoming degraded parts such as laziness and its codependence, and the Cancer essential oil blend can definitely help with that. I have, as always, created a Cancer playlist, which will be built and added. Songs will be added throughout the month, and I wish you all a wonderful month of Cancer, and thank you, and see you next time.